Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Slipways, where today space is getting just a little bit quirkier. Like a science fiction film starring Zooey Deschanel. Is that a good... do the kids know who Zooey Deschanel is? And my point is, I turned on the quirks. What I'm trying to say is, we are playing with quirks enabled. When you play the game with quirks enabled, each sector receives one or two modifiers. The modifiers sort of fall into a couple of broad categories. There's ones like dry sand that make the game difficult, usually in a way that's at least a little interesting, and give you a bonus to your score as compensation. There is the opposite, of course, the modifiers that make the game easier, but give you a penalty to your final score. And then there are some that don't modify your final score, but instead give you both an upside and a downside. But again, usually in some way that's going to affect your decision making. They give you a new kind of challenge to wrap your optimization engine around. So in this case, the mining focus removes the empire size scoring, which is a thing that we usually get 2,000-ish stars from, and replaces it with 50 stars per unit of minerals produced. Obviously, we're going to have to... It's going to be tough to get to 2,000 off of that, but we're going to give it our level best here. So here's the sector code in case you want to play along, and before we get going on this and I forget, I do want to say something about yesterday's episode. Looking at the footage, I realized the planet that I was expecting to flip to legendary status after we picked up post-scarcity actually only had 5 import routes. I think it had a 6th one at some point during the episode, but then I undid, so as not to waste a bunch of money and time. And I guess I forgot that I had undone that, so it didn't become legendary because we didn't fulfill the requirements for it becoming legendary, which means that technology probably works just fine. The downside of that is that I am embarrassed. Oops. The upside is that probably we could actually try that again today. I would sure like to see our first legendary world. I don't know. We'll see if it looks viable. So let's get in here. Do the Aphorians have that today? They do. As well as more trade income. This is probably just plus $1 per planet. I think each planet has at least $1 worth of upkeep, so that's honestly pretty solid. Trade hubs are kind of whatever. Obviously, we love a hyperdrive. Who doesn't love mind control? And then, yeah, I think this is a reasonable entry for our council. I also think that the Bakar have got to be a no-brainer on a challenge that wants you to produce a lot of minerals, right? So, yeah, deep drilling is just plus 50 stars on each planet that has a mine. Seems pretty solid. Mineralize seems great. Mining asteroids. Fusion plants. You know what, actually, water's going to be tremendously important, right? Because the dry sands modifier gives us way more arid worlds, which need water to be turned into anything. And then mines also need water to get to successful. And I'm realizing that I also should have gotten water before starting this. But this I don't know how useful the fusion plants are going to be, but this reminds me that we're going to need a lot of water. So that's something to look out for as we're building. Collapse seems cool. Replicating nanites is cool. And then we got Explorers, that's going to be a lot of money over the course of a long game, but to be perfectly honest with you, I think Well Prepared is probably a better perk, because obviously $1 at the beginning of the game is way more valuable than $1 at the end, and I think the lion's share of this money is going to come too late to be useful. I don't know. I think we might actually just take this. And then who do we want to be next? Does anybody have a way of producing water? So you have bonus people and happiness. This uses water for stuff. Okay, weather manipulation. Weather manipulation can produce water in a sort of an indirect way. Self-sustaining ecosystems, remake stuff into Earth-like. That also is a way of producing water. And then universal harmony is just very powerful. No upkeep on some worlds. Food, I cannot imagine using food synth here. Like, yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. That doesn't seem valuable at all. Do you have a source of water? No, you have a lot of sources of science, and I love quantum sensors. Time dilation, of course. Technocracy could actually be really interesting. Like, if we have a ton of minerals, then we can probably build a pretty big mineral lab, and this could end up being, 11 points of happiness on our final score or something. Inventing technology from any tier. I mean, it seems to me, I don't know how you get the best use out of this, because inventing stuff from later tiers isn't a thing you can do very early anyway, because it's expensive. I guess it could maybe let you get time dilation really early if you really, really race up. Do I want to try that? If you really race up, you get a couple of labs. Quantum computing, maybe? Get time dilation pretty early on and actually get a large number of months out of it? Maybe. Okay, this does potentially produce water. I don't actually know if there will be ice balls. Intuitively, I think, planets are hotter, right, because desert and arid, and as such, fewer ice balls. But I don't actually know if that's mechanically how this thing works. Lensify is super powerful. Obviously, we know I like a microforge. The void synthesizer can just produce water out of nowhere. That's something. I think I want to go Vittori. I'm a little torn between them and the Dendra. Like, the Universal Harmony is just incredibly powerful. I think we're going to go this way, though. Do I want to try a silly thing, or do I just want to... It's probably just better for us to get Scientific Fleet and work toward quantum computing, and we'll get to time dilation the normal way. Is that how I want to do this? I think it is. Okay. I apologize for this. I am feeling very unprofessional at the moment. But I'm actually going to pause it here and go get water, and I'll be right back. Okay, seamless editing, and we're back. If you want to know where my attentiveness is at tonight, I very nearly put a pizza in the oven, and then I just went into the kitchen, I got distracted, and then I was like, oh wait, I was doing something, sorry. So, but I'm back, and the pizza will wait. The pizza will probably wait. So, what we were just looking at the thing. Okay. Here we can get 5 signals here. I'm having one of those good brain days, Alright, well that's not a lot. So we got some arid worlds. This primordial world could be a source of water or food. But that means we need to find the other one of those things. Well, that is not very helpful. Can I get all 4 of these? Okay, that's water, but yeah, we're not going to be able to get through here. Well, that's not what I would need to do anyway, right? So, can I get these 4? There we go. Jeez. They were not kidding with the arid and desert worlds. So, I mean, we're basically going to have to guess here, right? Like, either we set up a colony on Nosh 4, or we set up a colony on McCaffrey 6, and we just hope. So, like, in both cases, we have half of what we need. We can easily reach out and get the minerals here, but we're just hoping that there's food somewhere out there. Alright, I guess let's start with the one that involves more minerals, because we do like minerals. Okay, we do want to wait until we're at 4 science to get quantum sensors. We'll get deep drilling next, but it doesn't really help to take that first. So, okay, that's food. Can I get... Yes, I can. All right, so we've got an early setup here then. I guess one thing we would like to know is one of these is going to be robots to go to the swamp, and the other one is going to be minerals, and I don't know which one should be which yet. So let's try to get a little bit more information here. Okay, it would be better for this one to be the minerals then. So get one more mineral producing planet to successful. I don't think we're going to be having a lot of biomass just yet, so let's grab these. Stuff and stuff and stuff. Oh, right, this one. There we go. Okay, not a bad start. So, I mean, we just make the goods, right? I don't see any reason not to. Okay, now, are we going to be able to generate water for this? I mean, I guess water can come from Hexar. Although we don't yet have a way of generating food cleanly. I mean, we wanted that to be a water planet anyway, right? So maybe we should just go ahead and commit to that. Well, we care more about... Sorry, I should stay focused. I'm trying to get this world to successful, right? Again, having one of those good brain days over here, you can really tell. Come on. Okay, we can just barely get them all. Okay. Can I reach you? Oh, no, shoot. Sorry, that's not going to work. This would be good for delivering water to the Forge world. I need this to show up in a slightly better place. That sucks. Do we have harvest? We do not have harvest. Oh, we do have this, though, and I should actually take it. Actually, it looks like it's going to be very difficult to get water to this world. We probably can't use this world for that. Well... Alright, you know what? Let's try setting up down here. Because we know we want this world to be a water world, so if either this or this can be used to generate minerals in a way that's actually useful, then we could potentially get one of those two to successful. And delivering water will complete this quest for us as well, so... let's have a look at all the signals. Okay, so we do have a swamp. So robots, can this world... Yes, this world can be reached. Okay. So the plan is... Well, I was about to ask, gee, which one of these worlds do we want to use for minerals? But actually it has to be this one, because this one would cut off the food route that we want to use. So let's start with the water delivery. Oh no, we can't start with the water delivery. Right, we have to do this part first. Okay, now the water delivery. Okay. Oh right, and then yeah, I have to do this part before we get the people to go here, and I'm out of money. How am I out of money? The new year just started. Alright, it's fine. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. I had to back this up a bunch. I actually have to do this in a different order. The people have to go here first, otherwise the second point of water never gets delivered. And then the water has to go here. Now we have the population to do that. Okay. There we go. So now I just need to deliver this other point of minerals to somewhere in order to get the task done. So let's have a look around. I meant to catch this. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. Can you reach the other Forge World? You cannot. But this could be a robots thing, right? For more food for later. Yeah. Okay, let's do that just to get the task clear. Damn it. Okay, explore the designated area. That's very far away. I mean, this seems easy enough. There's lots of remnant worlds that are not that far off. 5 more pairs of planets with two-way trade. I mean, two-way trade sucks. It's very hard to set up. I guess anywhere that we have a... So whenever you have a remnant planet, you can potentially do people for food, or people for biomass, or people for water. With ocean planets, you can do people for rocks. That's basically it, right? That's the only two-way trades. Unless you're doing something weird. Once technology gets involved, you can maybe do some other things. We should take this now because we know that we want it. And researching 2 things pulls you out of tier 0, so we could not pick it up later. Yeah, I kind of hate these. Like, this sucks. This is so far away. Alright, we can try to make this work. Maybe we'd be better off just extending all the way out there. The thing is, it's such a long chain. I'm going to try to make these work. I'm always a little gun-shy, as you can tell, about the two-way trade thing. Okay, when you use an Earth world as an Earth-like as a Gaia world, that is another situation where you can get 2 ways. Because like that feeding an arid world will do the work. Okay, so that's maybe something we can work with. I need another point of population here to generate 1 more water to send it up there. Yeah. Also, man, we're just like having a really hard time maintaining money. Yeah. This is definitely better than just taking $23 now. Is it though? Well, hold on. So, $6 per year. It doesn't pay itself off for 4 more years. Actually, maybe I'm gonna leave it for now, but I think we are going to end up just burning that. Okay. Remnant World. So you do not have that reach. That's a shame. Okay, I need more information. So we have a lot of worlds that can produce minerals up here. Maybe this is where we try to set up the big mineral lab? Like, Gaia world this to provide water for that, or maybe over here is a better place, because we could put the lab like right there. We need to figure out where there's more food. Okay, that's not very good. Well, I guess actually if this is a Gaia world, the robots in the... Yeah, okay, so this produces the food for this, right? Yes, that totally works. Okay. Okay. So, Gaia world. You can set this up to... two-way trade. Huzzah! And then this produces the population. Okay. Yeah, it's a little late in the game, frankly. We have gone further than I would like with 0 science income. So, where do I want to put this lab? Is there... I was trying to think, like, I would love it if we could get this world, and this, and this, and this. So maybe it's just, like, up here. That one too, potentially. That seems pretty good, right? But if I put it here, I can't use this world to populate all these things, because the slipways will block access from above and below. So it would be better if it was over here somewhere. Yeah, like this is probably... I'm trying to figure out if there is a spot where it can be reached by this world and that world over here. And I think a combination of range and the position of this mineral, Bloom 2, is going to prevent that from being possible. Alright, well, I'll take this one. This is fine. Okay. All of my money. Yeah, we're desperate for science, because science is going to help us with this money nonsense. I need 19, really? Okay. Scavenge. Okay, it's a start, it's a start. Oh, this should be connected. That's just money I'm missing out on. So run that. Look at all of these minerals. It's just bananas. So I need a source of goods to generate more population here. Well, doesn't get much more straightforward than that. Unfortunately, that just generated one more population, and I kind of need this point of population to feed that. There is another settleable world over here. Can you reach? No, we do not quite have range on that food. Well, that's awkward. This one has food from there, but... Oh no, and there's water. Yeah, okay. Two-way trade. 2 of 5. It's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute on that. So hold on, I'm getting distracted. That means I can do this. Really? I don't have $3? I need money badly. We're going to have a hard time turning this prosperous, I think. So... yeah, we need more people from up here. We should probably take gene adjustment. Wait, did that not... oh, sorry, it changed it by 20. I didn't... you can hardly even tell the difference. Yeah. $20 extra per year. Seems good. So, we gotta make a remnant planet successful. I got a little distracted from our goal here. So this one needs robots out and water in. This one just needs water in. But it's in a position where that's not possible. Yeah, this can happen, but I need another population. I wish we could harvest this world. I do so love to harvest a world. Okay, let's look around over here. See if we can get this thing set up. I need a place where I can get water. Ah, that sucks. We just barely can't get this done the way we need to get it done. Alright. I'm going to do this, because it will give us a better launch pad for this probe. Ah, shoot. That's the one that needs robots. I mean, that's doable. Oh yeah, this is... it's the least out of range that it can be while still counting as out of range, too. Let's just go ahead and connect that. So this one's going to require water no matter what. That's actually really awkward. Because we're going to go robot to here was the plan. Right? People make robots. Robots to here for the water for this world. But if I do that, then I don't have the water for this world unless I get a second source of robots in there. And who knows if we can actually afford to. Okay, that's a garbage world. Okay. Unfortunately, we cannot two-way that with the world we have over here. This is awkward. We don't quite have enough information yet to know which one of these worlds we want to do which thing. I guess this can just be a triangle. Humans, robots, food. It doesn't set up any two-way stuff, but it does give us a little bit more reach, and it gives us another remnant world that is... no, actually, that is not easy to upgrade, because, again, we have no way of getting water to it. God, water is a real problem. How are we going to manage this? How are we to solve this problem? Alright. Maybe the thing to do right now is to explore out this way and try to use this remnant world to become successful. I think the next thing I would like is quantum computing. So if we could get a lab established that's producing at least 2 science, like, right now, that would be pretty cool. Or if we could just add 2 science to this lab, which we can't, right? Yeah, none of this stuff connects. Okay, slightly out of range and slightly obstructed. Although, honestly, I argue with that. That's not a real obstruction. Come on now. You're being ridiculous. And this is definitely out of range. Is there a place where... okay. We could do robots here and do a robot lab in between those. I guess I should scout a little bit. Okay, if there was a source of robots over here, then it would have made sense to build the lab up here so that we could make that connection. Since there isn't, we'll build it more down here, and it can be open to these, and they can be good or not, whatever, who cares? Okay. So that'll get us a whole lot of technology, and it got us a good reason to... No, let me do the thing. Got us a good reason to set up this world to succeed. And then we do, like... robots make food here for providing elsewhere. Like, you know, you never don't want there to be food. Finally, successful. Okay. Criminy. And now two-way trade. Yeah, I don't know if it would have been better to try to, that's not... I clicked the wrong mouse button. I don't know if it would have been better to try to get all the way out here necessarily, but this is going to be a very slow way of doing things. This is going to eat a lot of our task doing time. This might not be a very good score. So, is there a remnant world in range? This is all desert. Damn. I was kind of hoping we could do a two-way for chips off of a remnant world here. We can still get chips, but obviously not quite the same thing. Okay, we have a primordial world over here. Let's look for... Nope, the Earth-like doesn't need it. We could use the primordial to help settle this arid, but we need a source of food that can reach it. Stupid Earthworld's being too good at being settled. Yeah, what a ridiculous problem to have, right? I suppose this is good, though. It's good to learn how to handle this. I'm just having trouble right now. I have not figured it out. Alright. I'm gonna set up robots to food right here. And we're gonna look for some more information. Okay. It's a lot of worlds that produce robots and stuff. Not gonna lie, I was hoping for like a primordial planet or something. There's actually no way to generate food for this world. Or, not food, water, I mean. Right, because these don't connect. That's what I really need, is to make this a Gaia world and just have these two feed each other. Well, probably worth noting that I can't even do that if I do robots from here. And I cannot reach... I can make you a mineral world, but then you don't have the ability to get the minerals up to here to make the robots. How far are we from... We're pretty far away from slipstream relays. I mean, what I really want to take next, obviously, is self-hosting AI, right? But honestly, we're pretty deep in the tech already. We're maybe not that far off from having relays, and then once we have relays, this stuff gets a lot easier. We probably end up doing like a relay elbow from here to here to feed that so that we can still get the robots from here. I think I'm just going to set that up. Yeah. So we're just gonna wait on that one. And that'll be two-way trade number 3. We gotta find a couple more spots where that is a doable thing. I guess let's look up here. We don't quite have send range on that. Maybe it's worth putting this thing up now, just that I can send a more efficient probe over here. Wow. It is remarkably barren out here. Can you reach? No. That's a shame. If this planet could reach that planet, we really want another point of population income here. Would make things a lot easier. It's another thing to do once we have relays. Which will be any minute now, I'm sure. Do we have a source of food? No, of course, this cannot reach the only food planet in the area. What can you reach? Maybe this? Maybe. I'm not sure if that's going to get blocked or not. Well, it turns out not to be a real thing anyway. So biomass or robots or... Okay, an Earth-like world. So we could do a two-way here. And then send the biomass over here as food. Yeah, okay. The biomass helps to generate the food. Then, even though we don't need this, we just do it to get the two-way trade. And then, like... we take this now. Hold on. Let me undo that settle. So I don't want to connect this because it'll consume my food incorrectly. So I was thinking like mineral to chip, send the chips here, that'll generate additional robots and then we can connect them down there. I think that is right. I think that is right. But first, let's get this thing out of the way. Okay. That took forever. It sucks. We're definitely going to be doing some of this, and this is just like build any lab, so should be doable. Okay, there's that source of unhappiness dealt with. Now let's do this thing. No, oops, sorry. That's not right, it's this. Now we need a source of people for that one, but, you know, one problem at a time. So I do want to set up another lab. Probably real early in this year. I'm trying to figure out where I think the sensible place to do that is. I mean, I sure would love a place where I could get at least 2 of some resource. So, I mean, we have water and water down here, but this is only going to produce a second water if we get more population to it. Which does not seem entirely trivial. Let's get some more information about the planets down here. Okay. Right? Yeah. There we go. I want to do this in a way that doesn't require me to destroy the asteroid because I am trying to save time. Okay. So there's that. And we can get time dilation. Yeah, I think we wait and get time dilation in a second here. So send this out. Also do some of that. And then maybe we'll get a point of population over here somehow. Once we have more movement methods. I guess I have food here that I would like to do something with. So maybe it's worth... Well, I was going to say maybe it's worth, you know, making population here, doing the trade around, but that just creates, like, the water from here gets sent there. It doesn't create extra water for the lab. Probably not a good use of my time. Okay, let's generate some extra minerals in places where it makes sense to do so. Because, like, that's a pretty important thing for us to do right now. And it would be cool if they could connect to here. So I'm thinking like this. Is it better to grab replicating nanites first? Hold on a second. Okay, so we're 3 months out. If I think I'm going to build the slip relay, let's do it like this. We'll slip relay, we'll make this connection. I'm gonna get the replicating nanites, and I'm gonna cheat this part. So is there anywhere else that we need to build a connection? Or just do something other than settling. Do I want to just make this... Well, that's a settle. Let's not do settles right now. Let's find something else to do. I might be out of luck on that front. It might be that there is no other useful thing to do. So that's producing as many people as it ever will. Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere to do anything of value. At least I don't immediately see anything that doesn't involve... I guess we could send out a probe. Let's send out a probe. Because I would love to find a way to get goods to this world. Obviously, that would be pretty cool. Alright, so let's buy replicating nanites, which will save us a bunch of time immediately. We need to produce 4 more minerals. Once again, we find ourselves in a position where it sure would be cool to have some water. Stupid desert. So if we use this to produce goods for here, it's not necessarily easy for me to get the raw materials for the goods. But the slip relay can feed minerals from this world to that world, and that can be how we deal with that. I wonder. No, it looks like that's exactly the tiniest amount of distance that doesn't work. I really want to connect these minerals to my lab. Because remember, it's not just like, woo, look, the number going up is funny. We are planning to pick up Technocracy. It is, each one of these things that we connect is actual value. The more I look at the situation we're in, though, the more I think that this is not happening. I mean, yeah, there is always plasma containment. I could try to construct a legendary situation off of some plasma containment. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Produce a point of population. Use that point of population to make minerals here. Do this, unfortunately. And then, yeah, we're also going to have to... Okay, 15. Feeling pretty okay about 15. So we could grab machine sentience. Do we want that? Is that actually beneficial? I think the answer is not really, not in our current position at least. So yeah, we'll hold on. So now I need to generate 2 more minerals. I need to settle 1 more mineral world, or I need to feed some existing mineral worlds some value. God, we need water. We could do water world here, but it's going to take Slipways to run it anywhere, which is a little awkward. Do we have a source of food over here by any chance? Maybe. It's a little awkward, because, like, what you want to do is use this as a source of robots to get food out of the swamp, right? But it's a little bit doesn't work like that. So what we're going to do is this. Get 1 ocean planet to prosperous. I bet we can make that happen. Well, The only ocean planet that is even successful right now is not surrounded by useful neighbors. That's still really far away. Get a remnant planet to prosperous, I bet we could do. We have a lot of remnant planets. And you can't be that far off. Yeah, 2 outputs and 2 higher level worlds. It's really far away. Alright, I'm gonna take these. I want to push stuff to prosperous anyway, right? So. It's gonna involve chips. It's like this just needs water input. But this needs chips in, goods out. This needs chips in, food out. And this needs water in, robots out. And we don't actually have good ways to do any of those outputs. Not a single one of them. So we can save ourselves a little bit of time with stream splitting. Like, if I did a water out from here and put up a slip relay here, I could then feed it to there and there without having to spend 2 months building another slip relay and connecting this. There's not that much time left, though, and I'm just like looking at the number of things we still want and thinking maybe this is a luxury we do not have. So is this just a people world? That's what I was planning on doing. All right, let me fill in some more information here. That's interesting. We also need to make a remnant world. We need to make a remnant world prosperous, and this is not a bad target for that. Like, we could get there. Right, if I made this a chip world, did the water thing to here, we'd have a fair number of inputs and outputs. Like, it could happen. You're going to produce one more. We could send the people from here to somewhere. No, we really couldn't. There are not a lot of useful spots around here. This world would be successful pretty quickly. If we did this connection, these two would feed each other. Water. Yeah, we do a water connection from here to there. I'm assuming... Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to need to be range boosted. And then we do it to here. Okay, I think we can work on the prosperity of these two things at the same time. So let's go ahead and do that. That's a two-way. We do this for your extra thing there, so you need one more import or export. And then it's like, do I do people here? Do you still need... Okay, you do not need to import or export anything further. So I'm still thinking about, we could pick up stream splitting and connect this to here, which would bounce a person down that line, which obviously is good for this world and great for that world. Although we do need a second source of people in order for this world to be successful, for it to count toward the prosperity of both of those. But I think in either case, we end up doing this thing, right? We could get infraspace mastery instead. We could get post-scarcity. I don't think I have 6 imports to anything. Nor are we close to 6 imports to anything. And like, if you're gonna get good value out of post-scarcity, you're probably not supposed to do it such that you get a single legendary world. You probably want multiples. So you probably want a whole energy thing going on. Like, last game was probably a pretty okay time to do that. I just didn't really spend the effort to optimize around it. So this would be 5 additional months at this point. This is probably not worth picking up now. We definitely made a good move getting replicating nanites as early as we did. But maybe I just want infraspace mastery. I suppose it is worth noting we actually don't have that much income right now. A lot of administration costs. So collapses, mineral, lava, desert, and ice ball. I mean, obviously the energy input would be very helpful. Yeah, maybe this is what we want. I'm gonna grab this. I think it does make things a lot easier on us. So then we do this as well. So that makes that prosperous. Now you need 1 more import or export, and you also need to be connected to another successful world. What is the best way for us to accomplish that? Making this world successful obviously would be a good, and then routing them together would be a good way to accomplish that. Another way would be, I mean, it can't be an export. We're already fully exported. We need person or water in. That's the only way to do this. And we do have person right here. So if we can just get some food for this planet. But it's not going to be successful until it gets goods as well. Let's dig up some space over here. Show me... Okay. That is in fact a source of food. So... we ended up in a real weird spot over here. Like, I need more people even than than what I have. So I do this. So it's 3421. We know we want to grab this before the end of the game. Mind control can really help in controlling some of your sources of unhappiness. I could just starbirth instead of trying to send a thing in there. Yeah, you know what? Give me starbirth. Okay. There's the input that needed. Now we just need 1 world adjacent to it to become successful. Or 1 world that is connected to it to become successful. Chips. Can't afford, man. There it is. this can happen for sure. Is this still the same area? It is. 2 more remnant planets to Prosperous. So, I mean, now that we have the ability to convert stuff into stars, it does make it a lot easier to prosperitize these planets. Do we pay upkeep? We do. We do pay pretty harsh upkeep on a protostar. Who would have thought? So just an import route will get you to... Well, it's not going to happen any other way. And this being prosperous obviously is valuable for a lot of other planets. Are there any asteroids we could hit that would be more than 1? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're plus 81 now. Hopefully that'll be enough to make, enough to make cash solid from here. Unlock using human as robot. I don't think we are going to want to take that. I'm going to leave it for now, but we're almost certainly just going to scavenge that. Okay, what else do we want to do here? I need to connect so many more things. We should also look at these tasks. Sorry. So, establish trade routes, 2 more remnant planets. We can do this. We can do this. So you're close. It would be really helpful for you if we could just send your robots to places that they are actually needed. This needs population. That's a little awkward, but we do need to deal with that. Alternatively, we could just mind control and solve the problem that way. We do have this thing again. So you need 1 import and to be connected to more successful worlds, which a protostar would really help with. Alright, so that's successful. Now we need goods over here. And that'll make this world successful as well. And, I mean, it's protostar, right? There's not really any other sensible way to do this. This is expensive, though. Okay, so that's 1 remnant world made prosperous. Is this the other one? This one's going to be tough because it doesn't have enough export routes either. So just like turning this into a star doesn't necessarily solve the problem. It's interesting that you only need 1 input or output as well. Although it feels like I should just find a real output, doesn't it? Does this connect cleanly? Not quite. I didn't think I had enough when I was placing that. Well, I mean, we could protostar this and... But, like, this thing is not connected to enough stuff. Yeah, we're never going to be able to make this prosperous, because it's never going to have enough connections. So, more and more, it's looking like this is the winner. We just have to figure out how to get 2 more of its connecting worlds to prosperous. So believe it or not, we need a mineral inn over here. This is a problem we just, like, are basically done with having. We can turn this into a... Yeah, alright. Scavenge. Can you reach both of those? I'm not getting an indication. Okay, so no, it's too far away for this. But we can have it hit both of these. and then we can just get more rocks for that. We should do it anyway, right? Because we desperately want more rocks. Where are we at on that? We're 1,400, so we're not too far away from it like being a reasonable score. So we don't have people around here is a core issue. Do you connect? You do not connect cleanly. Okay. We'd have to get rid of both points of food as well, which is not necessarily easy to do. So would it be faster to just connect this to a world that has better prospects? And of course, we can't reach from this to there. Well, whatever. We'll make it work. Yeah, can you believe that? It's so close. Is there... So you still need an import? Alright, let's build the slip relay like here so that it can feed back too. Okay, so now all we need is to flip 2 of the worlds. Are we on Infraspace Mastery, or... So we definitely need to make sure we pick this up before the end of the game, but it can be the last thing that happens, right? Do we need Infraspace Mastery? Would we be better off picking up Hyperdrive? Do we need either of them at all, really? Well... we can get 2 more points of approval from running some minerals here with Infraspace Mastery that we could not do with Hyperdrive. Hyperdrive does have a range extension, but that technology, I don't remember how much it costs, but I think Hyperdrive plus that is definitely going to be more than this. There's a question of the amount of time that this costs, though. So let me just see something. Okay, so plus 60. It's plus 60%, right? Yeah. Plus 60% is totally going to get there. Alright, I think we're gonna try to make use of it like this. So, what else do we need? What else do we need? We need to deliver ships to this and food away from it. We need to deliver a unit of people to this, but we're going to cheat. And then... I guess this doesn't help in a huge way, but it just makes a successful thing, which is always valuable. So all you need is goods in. There's not really a good way to do that. This is very far away. It would be nice to get it, but it's very far away. Like, what we would have to do is like hyper jump to here or something onto a slipway that then connects the rest of the way. I mean, obviously the benefit of that is that it does give us another successful planet this is connected to. That's actually very good for us in the long run. So 42 plus 45, we're gonna get there, right? So we'll be at 94, and that's 97. No, it's not. I can't do math. That is less than 90, in fact. We totally have enough science to do these two things. Yes, absolutely we do. So for the moment, it's just a matter of finding other stuff to do, I guess. We do need to run more types of trade goods. We also need to just like continue generating stones where we can. But one of the best ways to do that is going to be just continuing to like running water to these would be great. Can I get this? Nope. Okay, we have a lot of connections that we're going to want to make as soon as we have the hyper jumps. But this will work for right now. Do you need more inputs or anything? No, okay. You just need stuff to get successful. Well, good news. We're going to make some of that happen, I think. So these both need additional outputs. More export routes. Yeah, not a lot of worlds around here that need stone, need minerals. Well, we could set up a dummy lab and just dump a bunch of minerals on it for the purpose of just getting rid of them. It does count as output. Alright. Where's the dummy lab live? I guess it should be in a place where we can put a person on it. We don't really have a lot of spare people laying around. You exist. One thing that no one can say about you is that you don't exist. How far can I hyper? Oof, it's bad. So we'd have to wait until next year to do that, but we can send the stone out now. No, did that not? Oh, because can't afford. Because no money is why. What's the most valuable asteroid? Okay, that one's pretty good. Take this. Okay, that's all cool and good. Can I really can't quite make it. There is nowhere that is in range. Shoot. I really thought that was going to be able to connect. I thought for sure. Okay, well, we just need any one of your worlds to become successful. I mean, no, this is realistically the only one. Well, we can do a more complicated run where we do like a jump to a slipway over here to another slipway to the planet, right? Only one of the ends of the hyper jump has to be a planet. Can you... No. No, we can't quite... How close am I allowed to build a slipway to that world? Pretty close, actually. Nope, not quite close enough. Yeah, we're off by like a pixel or two, it seems like, on the range on this. Does that work? Can we zoom way in here? We're gonna get all the way in. As close to this as we can. Okay. Nope. They are just not going to allow me to do this. Alright, I think it's worth spending the time to do it even if it's slow. Because it's really powerful. Really crappy though. Okay, so we still need to establish trades for 2 more types of goods. Water, I notice, is not on here. And this run for water actually produces more stone. Or no, it doesn't, but it would. It will eventually. Oh, right. That didn't say no range, that said can't afford, because I am always broke. Because, you know, actual economies. Well, let's definitely trade some water. And then this will generate more stone once we connect it here. And are all of the remaining asteroids only connected to a single one of my worlds? It is in fact the case, huh? Well, that doesn't feel like a very efficient use of my time, if I'm honest, but I don't know that I have a better move. We could try to connect some population from somewhere to a station and hope that it yields the ability to scavenge. But I don't actually have population near any of the forebear ruins that we have remaining. You're not too far off. But we still have to jump for you. It hurts. Okay. Hooray! Okay, so that made that happy, and we need 1 more resource trade before the end of the game. We also need to take this, which is at this point plus 17% happiness. I feel okay about that one. Robots are on the list. Ships are not. Biomass is not. We have a loose unit of biomass over here. Does anybody want this? No, doesn't really look like it. Energy's on the list already. People, goods. Yeah, okay. There must be somewhere. Here's an okay example. Is that the best spot? We have another chip-producing planet over here that I know is pretty full-on stuff, but actually, yeah, nowhere really needs the chips. Okay. 2 imports or exports, alright. I cannot imagine that it will be a good idea to take any of these. Oh, interesting. And actually, this might be doable too. We've kind of spent all the population up here. Because, like, we have this spare unit of biomass, right? So, in theory, if we had a loose population, population plus biomass is 5 science by itself. So if we had another point of biomass somewhere, or we could summon one quickly with our nanites and everything, then we could actually make that happen. But I do not want to create a situation where we have poor resource inputs, because the unhappiness that creates will damage our score too much. But this seems like it might actually be doable. Let's have a look around here. So you're not close to your import number. Neither are you really. A lot of these planets in the middle are probably not going to be potentials. But like, what about you? You need 2, but you're already connected to 2 worlds that are pretty happy. So 3 worlds, in fact. So yeah, if we could find 2 imports or exports for this world. Maybe? You're connected to a bunch of successful stuff. Okay, you need 1. Yes. Alright, we're taking that task. That task is actually completely done already. 2 more ocean worlds. You would need 2 imports. And of course, we can't afford to take a task unless we're sure we're going to get it done, because they're minus 500 stars each if you don't finish them. This one's very close. This one needs 2 imports or exports. So there... I can do this. I can do both of those. Pretty sure. Okay. Nope, stop. So, first things first. This. Easy. Wait, that won't be... Sorry. I gotta connect... I have to connect this to... Oh no, it doesn't have to be connected to Successful Worlds. It's already connected to Successful Worlds. So this, and then... I just need to... Can we do this? There we go. That's easy enough. And then... This one needs to export once and be connected to a world that is high value. Or import once, I suppose. And I swear, when I was looking at this, I was like, yeah, because I saw it, but now I don't... Where is it? Okay, I can make this world successful. We could do another series of slip relay hops, right? Actually, I can do it with just one slip relay. It's actually really easy. That gets me extra stuff, too. Extra resources and whatnot. We're not going to do that. This is just turn 3 planets to stars. We only have 4 months left, and we have $40. So, it's not entirely trivial to do that. It's probably not a good idea to take on any more tasks. So we have a little bit of unemployment that we could try to address. Is any of our unemployment on worlds that are not yet prosperous? No, it looks like it's here and it's there, and so there's no place where we can kill multiple birds with one stone. We could do this. This will upgrade this world. So that's a fair number of victory points we just earned. Is there anywhere else where I can do a thing like that? You're actually very close to leveling. What do you need? More imports. So we do this, we smash an asteroid. Then one of your neighboring planets needs to get successful. Because it'll be connected to this. That's a shame. Because that would have employed a citizen while flipping a world. And I can't connect you to a slipway that, like doing this thing doesn't help. Man, with the hyperspace range upgrade, you get some distance. The thing is, we're not going to be able to do 2 more jumps no matter what we do, because they always cost 20, right? Yeah, hyperlanes are $20 a month no matter what. So, all we can actually do, we can make some very, very cheap lanes. Oh, you know what we can do? We can connect this to here and then send the energy. Oh, I thought that worked. I thought it counted as a researcher. I could have sworn I've done that before. Alright, well. What do you need? Import plus connection. Okay, we can turn this world. We can flip this world to prosperous, right? Unconnect that from the slipway. Do this, then that. Oh, sorry. This, then. Shoot. Sorry. We gotta do this in a very careful order here because of the way energy works. Okay, so now it needs one export and connection, which it gets. Okay. Wow, that score really turned around. When we opened up the sheet to look at it, to check how we were doing on mining focus, I was like, gosh, we're real deep in this game, and that number does not look good at all. But we eventually kind of got there. I mean, it definitely helps that we had that extremely completable set of tasks show up, so we managed to get to 136 legacy. Yeah, alright, I'm okay with that. So that is what it looks like with the quirks turned on. I think that adds a really interesting dimension to the game. When you come back next time tomorrow, I might just do another one of these challenging runs with quirks on, try to find another set of interesting quirks. And then maybe Monday we'll start the campaign. We'll have a look at the campaign. I did see while I was clicking around trying to find an interesting looking sector for this, that there are some sector types that they have special rules and they're locked because I haven't done the campaign stage that has those rules yet. So that might be a good way to approach this. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, things will be quirky in a slightly different way. And we'll see you then.